Good morning. It is Friday, March 22nd. That puts us, all the way out to June 20th. We are 90 days out from June 20th. The Do the Database 2 this week has been call your I, call your Qs, calling your I's and Qs, texting your Fs. Of course, that rolls every week, so we'll have a new DTD2 for you on Monday. We are always doing a Friday morning quick start. We get in and out of the way before 8:30. The Mark King hosts his conversation around wealth building. That's at Wealth Building 2.0. Wealth Building 2.0 right here on the Face Space. So shoot over to Facebook and find his page. If you have not yet joined Wealth Building 2.0, you can still join the conversation. Join Wealth Building 2.0. That way you're going to get stuff during the week from Mark. And above and beyond that, you'll always get the push notification on Fridays when he actually starts. And that's at 8:30. So we do our quick start on Friday at 8:22. So that's why we're here now. And something's going weird, as always. Hang on a second. Now we're back. Audio, video, always fighting with the computer. I apologize. So the schedule for today, as we get out of the way at 8:30 for Wealth Building 2.0. After that, 10 o'clock here in Portsmouth. Also going to be on Keller TV. Now, Keller TV will max out at 100, and I presume that could happen today. So we have overflow and watch only on Facebook. So there's 3 different ways to get involved. If you're coming to Portsmouth, we'll be in the room in Portsmouth, here in the training room. That will also be, join us if you want to join us digitally for the hybrid experience, where if you need to, you can unmute and ask questions, because at some point, I'm sure Nathan and JV and Kaylee will open it up for questions. You can do that. And if you just want to watch, you don't think that you're going to have any questions, you're just going to take it all in, we are going to simulcast it over to Facebook as well. So it's going to be in 3 different forms today, from 10 to noon. It's our Value Squared, our local conversation. So you've noticed that Gary has done the Value Squared conversation. And this is making sure that we are capable of, explaining and intimating what we do for a living. With everything going on right now in the industry, the challenge is going to be, can we make sure that people understand our value? So we are not necessarily out there defending ourselves, which I trust you might feel like that right now, and we want to help with that. So that's what this conversation is all about. Now, if you attended Value Squared with Gary, there go the authorities. If you attended Value Squared with Gary, or you intend to join the next one, and we've put the entire, you got an email yesterday that explained the whole roadmap of the Value Squareds coming from Gary in Texas. We're going to do another one locally up in Meredith next month. I would advise you that this is not a, hey, I went to the first one and I'm good. I want us to consider these conversations, our Value Squared conversations, both nationally and locally. Consider them, they're almost like a contract class. Like, we have to just keep attending. We have to keep sticking our beak in the water so you're up to date on what the conversation is. Now, is there going to be radical change in the information we have between last Friday's ruling and this proposed July 15th? We're going to have, everything set in stone, which I personally don't think we'll have everything set in stone by July 15th, but that's why we're all here talking and informing one another. I think if we stay active in the conversation and we stay in front of the information and the conversation, as we intend to do here at 463, you guys will be in a much better place when you're having your conversations. You'll be much more prepared to explain to the civilians who might have caught the gotcha headline online, or might have caught a segment or a fraction of a segment on cable news or local news, who are all not doing us any favors. And this is not new. If you've heard me yelling and screaming for years, the news is never really going to be on our side. When the news focuses on real estate, they're grabbing a tiny segment to fill like their B block. And they're going to use some sort of a gotcha statement to get you to wait through the commercials to come back to watch whatever, or to click on it. I know a lot of people don't watch the news, but for those of us that do, and then you hear, all this misinformation, and it's not necessarily that they're lying, they're just taking stuff out of context, or they're taking a fraction of the sentence. And now you hear them starting to throw around the F word we should have never thrown around. The 4-letter F word we should never say in public about our industry, which was free. So we're here because of a lack of transparency. We're here because of a lack of honest conversations. And not everyone is guilty of that. And we should be excited at the fact that we have a chance to wash it clean, put it into the sunlight, and start to move forward where we have the conversations we should always be having. And we will get stronger at them and more confident and be able to define our value. So that takes place today. We're in Portsmouth, 10 to noon here in Portsmouth. It will be on Keller TV. I ask if you're on Keller TV. We'd love to have your camera on. We'd love to have your mic off until you ask a question so we can preserve the audio for everyone to hear. And then, of course, if you just want to watch, if you're not going to get here today and you just want to watch, that'll be on Facebook Live. Now, when it ends today, right around 12 o'clock when we wrap up, we're going to leave the content on Facebook for 24 hours. The reason we're doing that is so people can see what we talked about. Yet we're not going to leave it up there ad infinitum because that doesn't make any sense. It's a timely conversation, yet still not an evergreen conversation, and we're going to continue to do these. So we're going to leave it up probably through noontime tomorrow. Then I'm going to invite you to join Gary's Next Value Squared, which is next week. We'll be back in Meredith doing a local one. We're going to continue to have these conversations outside of our contractual conversations because this is a different animal. This is about us moving the industry forward. We have always been market leaders, and this is another chance for us to step up and lead the way and make sure that our civilians, our consumers, our future clients feel heard and cared for and feel that they have a full understanding of the paperwork that is truly there to inform and protect them. And our market center, I'm not worried about anybody else's. I want the industry to thrive, but our market center, I promise you, you're in the right place. So please join us today, 10 to noon. You can be in Portsmouth in person, Keller TV for the hybrid experience, or watch online at Facebook Live. That content will stay on Facebook for 24 hours. If you've got questions, comments, concerns, if we can help you with anything, please raise your hand. You can track me down at 603-834-2856. You can also book my face at meetwithcoach.com. Have a phenomenal afternoon and weekend. Look forward to seeing you soon at 10 o'clock. And don't forget, we've got Essential Forms in the afternoon with your brokers at 1 o'clock. So it's a full day of information here at KWCLM. Take care.